I have to get off this thing to go on my. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna let Champ listen to some music. I'll holler at y'all in the meantime. Peace, love, and blessings. Shout out to the mighty LDBC.
Good evening. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will LDBC or nothing, and welcome to another episode of the Trill from the Ground Up podcast, hosted by yours truly. 3 things I ask when I go live. Number 1, and most importantly, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Your subscription is important to me, and I appreciate everybody who's already subscribed to the channel. Smash the like button. Reason why I asked that is so you can push this video into the algorithm so that more eyes that need to see it can see it and will see it. And number 3, and most importantly, make sure you donate to the channel. Your donations are greatly appreciated, and I thank you guys all in advance. So, who all do we got up in the building so far? Jen up the base in the building. What's happening with it, family? How you feel, man? Kev, what's up, Brody? What's good with it, man? What is good? My brother Shelton in the building. What's happening with it, Brody? Brody, bro. Jesse, what's up, man? I hope you had a good day at work, bro. Nina's in the building. How you doing, lady? Luther's in the building. What's up, family? How you feel, man? Jenny, what's up with it? What's up with it? Brutus, what's good with it, man? Janet, how are you today, Miss Lady? Hope you're doing well. Well, beware fraud. This whole administration, everything in this administration is fraudulent, as I was saying earlier. Everything that's coming out of this administration and this white, I don't even call them an administration. I'm sorry. Everything that's coming out of this crime syndicate that's sitting in the White House, abusing authority, murdering American citizens, stealing our tax money, and using it for whatever they feel like using it for, while at the same time getting ready to send your sons and your daughters over to Iran for another pointless, infinite war that's going to cost trillions because Trump's in his feelings. And Pete Hegseth does not know how to lead. He is an abject failure. A failure. Pete Hegseth is a abject failure. The Republican Party is the party of pedophile protectors. They're the party of cowards. Well, yesterday, Les Wexner was doing a deposition with Senate Democrat, well, the Democrats in the Congress, and none of the Republicans showed up. Who'd have thunk it? Mahari, what's up, Brody? Free my grandma. Salute to you, family. Y'all smash the like button and donate to the channel. Anyways, just in case y'all didn't catch this old man right here is Les Wexner, the owner, CEO of Victoria Don't Tell Nobody. Listen to what this lawyer says. Now, y'all tell me, what does this sound like to you?
It was just regularly done.
That man said, I will fucking kill you if you answer another question longer than 5 seconds. I want you to hear it again.
It was just regularly done.
Answer the question.
Okay.
Does that sound like somebody who's upholding the rule of law? That's a lawyer. One more time.
It was just regularly done.
When I tell y'all, America needs to end its dependency on white men because they are abhorrently dangerous, incompetent, mediocre, and greedy and corrupt. There's proof right there. A lawyer, a so-called attorney, is quite literally sitting right beside Les Wexner and telling him, I will fucking kill you. Loud enough for the microphone to pick him up. Okay. Let's go with more, shall we? Let's go with more. Let's go with more. I want y'all to hear it again.
Answer the question. 5 words, okay? Answer the question. 5 words, okay? Answer the question. 5 words, okay?
One more time.
Answer the question. 5 words, okay?
Did y'all hear that? He said, I will fucking kill you if you answer another question more than 5 words, okay? Shout out to my dog, Free My Grandma in the super chat with that 10-piece set. Keep it trill, Will. All praises to the Most High. Salute and thank you, man. See? Y'all see you. I want y'all to see this in real time. Exactly what I'm seeing. An attorney sitting beside his client, telling him, I will fucking kill you if you say another word, if you answer another question with more than 5 words. Crazy work, ain't it? Crazy work. The name of this piece of shit, his name is Michael Levy. Michael Levy told Les Wexner that he will fucking kill you if you give another answer more than 5 words. Don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all who the fuck he is. There he is. My brother Freedom's March. What's up with it, Brody bro? What's good with it, family? This piece of shit right here is the one who was whispering into this elderly man who's a piece of trash anyway. Told him he will fucking kill him if he said another answer more than 5 words. Hello, sir. What is your opinions on the Jews? Why would I have an opinion on that? What's your opinion on them? I know your trick question. It's not going to work here, bud. Nice try, though. Anyways, I'm going to continue what I'm saying. I'm going to continue.
Epstein stole or otherwise misappropriated several $100 million from Wexner. That misconduct, together with the fees that Epstein paid himself for his services to Wexner.
Hey, somebody get Big Beetle the fuck out my chat.
Virtually all.
Get your anti-Semitic goofball ass the fuck up out my chat. That's what you do. Take that hate somewhere else. Take that hate somewhere else. We don't do that shit over here. Take your goofy ass the fuck on somewhere else. Now, back onto what I was doing. Yeah, Shelton. Yeah, once again.
Of Epstein's wealth. So several $100 million is a large but not precise figure. To the best of your knowledge, how much exactly did Epstein steal?
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever know.
I'd like to try to understand a little bit better how Epstein was able to steal or misappropriate that many funds. One way, reportedly, is that the trusts that we described earlier, which I know you said you have no recollection of.
Jimmy, what's up with it, fam?
Be thorough.
Mr.
The
Fino
trust that
Gotti,
he was
what's happening?
trustee of would receive gift.
I'm showing y'all this video for a reason. I'm showing y'all this for a reason. Here's a reason, a staunch reason why I'm showing you this. I'm showing you this because the child sex trafficking, the molestation, the rape, all this stuff that they were doing was a key to a Pandora's box that opened up to another door of demonic shit that these people were doing. And they aren't people, they're demons. These demonic white men who are in positions of power in our government, positions of power in sectors of our communities, these people are demonic. Everything about them is demonic. They use propaganda and their mass wealth to control narratives and control how society and the court of public opinion views other demographics of people. i.e., black people are violent. Black people are on welfare. Black people got jobs and they didn't earn it. Black people are getting in colleges that they didn't earn. Ketanji Brown Jackson and Sheila Jackson Lee and Michelle Obama don't have the wherewithal and mental capacity to be taken seriously. Of course, Charlie Kirk, big gummed little teeth, would say some dumb shit like that. When those three ladies I just named are more qualified, more educated, and way more intelligent than this piece of shit who failed out of community college. But let him tell it though. When you have millions and millions and millions of dollars behind you, backing you on some bullshit. See, y'all see what these people try to do? You see? You see? I want y'all to see. Are you talking about the Jews? Are you fucking listening? Why would I be talking about the Jews? Ask yourself that question. I'm talking about the crime syndicate in the White House, and you're in here trying to switch the conversation into something anti-Semitic. So you can get my channel tore down. Cheer. Goodbye. What's with the cussing? Why the fuck are you worrying about me cussing versus the message? You ain't heard cursing before? Nobody's ever cursed in front of you before. You're in fucking America. You're in America. You whiny crybaby ass bitches. Y'all are in America. I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not. Let you go burn with these motherfuckers then. Don't pay no attention to me. If you're cussing, I already don't believe or care what you say. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. When they come kicking your door, don't say I didn't warn your stupid ass. Don't say I didn't warn you. That's your problem now. You got a whole bunch of grown ass people who act like fucking toddlers. If you don't like cursing, take your goofy sanctified ass the fuck up out my chat then. How about that one? Get the fuck out of here. Nobody asked you to come here anyway. Take your dumb goofy ass the fuck on out of there. Bye. We'll see you. We won't miss you. Take your dumb ass on. We got people here who actually value their lives here. We got people that actually care about things that are going on around them that they may not understand, but I may. This is not a democracy over here. Take your dumb ass over there. I ain't got time to coddle your stupid ass feelings. And I'm not going to. So if you're offended by me cursing, fuck you. How about that? How about them apples? Fuck you. How about that? How about that? Fuck you. How about that? Hi Tia. How are you? Again, you have y'all want to know the wild part about all this? These people are worried about me cursing, but they don't have the same concern about the sitting president of the United States raping and possibly killing kids. They don't care about a cabal of pedophilia white men hunting down little kids. They do not care. They do not care. Don't care. They just cover their eyes and hope it goes away. They're building concentration camps all over this country. They're overpaying for these said concentration camps. And you're in here concerned about me cursing. You're more concerned about me cursing. Shows me where your priorities are. Well, I hope you felt the same way about the president of the United States saying fuck on live TV. I hope you're okay with that too. I hope you're okay with that. You care more about me cursing than you do about the president of the United States of America. Literally cussing on national TV. Don't even give a fuck. Y'all don't care. This is wild work. Good evening, Julie. Better late than never. See, meanwhile, these people, quite literally, do not care. Do not care. Yep, he said fuck you to a constituent in the fucking plant. Multiple times. See, gotta show y'all this again. I've got to constantly show y'all this again. Because there's an abhorrent attack against black people in America, as always. Like I said, beware of fraud.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Twitter streets are on fire today. The APEC tracker is getting tracked. The people asked who's been running that page, and well, it's a white woman that lives in Germany. Yeah, Corey Archibald. Let's look at Corey's bio, shall we? Corey, a husband. They done track Corey's ass all the way down. Ron Paul supporter. White women. Lord have mercy.
Again, like I say, the road to corruption is paved with good intention. I don't believe most of the stories that I hear. I don't. And there's a reason behind that. Because somewhere behind that narrative is either a far leftist, a centrist, or a right winger that's white, that's already got a pre-programmed disposition against me and my people. My brother Woke, what's up with it, Brody? They already have a predisposition in their head against me and my people already. Now, Jasmine Crockett hadn't taken one dime from AIPAC. But guess who has? James Tallarico has. But they said nothing, and they still say nothing about him and Miriam Adelson, who donated over hundreds of millions of dollars to Donald Trump. They say nothing about that. Absolutely nothing. Why is that? Why is it?
It all makes sense. Yes. They on Corey ass today. That's why I told people. They talking about one pack track and one. These people getting paid to do. Boy, let me get my ass on.
What did I fucking tell y'all? There are people who are being paid to form narratives specifically on black people. There are people who are systemically put in places so that they can create narratives so that the ill-informed and ill-educated court of public opinion in America can run with another stupid ass narrative. Just like they did Kamala Harris. The same exact way they did Kamala Harris. They did Kamala Harris the same way. They did her the same way. Shall I continue? Beware of fraud. Shogun, salute to you, man. See, the thing about it is, I knew something. Michael, what's up with it, family? I knew something was awry in the messaging that the AI Pack tracker, which I follow on Shitter, the reason why there's a lot of people raising questions about information that we receive, and they have good right to. They have absolutely good right to. They have great right to. Meanwhile, they're not going to say anything about that. Read. Great night hosting friends and congressional candidates Shannon Hutchinson and Wendy Davis and State Rep James Tallarico at the AIPAC annual event tonight. AIPAC does incredible work fostering strong and bipartisan support in Congress for the U.S.-Israel relationship. Proud to support the org. You don't hear anything about that, do you? Of course you don't. Of course you wouldn't hear a thing about that. You wouldn't hear nothing about that. No, we're not going to tarnish this good white man. We're not going to tarnish him. Not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to. We're not going to do that. Of course, but of course, they love Jasmine Crockett all the way up until she announced her candidacy for Senate representing the state of Texas. Yes, Sheldon. Another black woman they're trying to step on to propel yet another mediocre white man who has no credentials and no kind of qualifications that step over this black woman who's obviously more qualified than he is. Let's take race out of it. Let's talk about qualifications. There's always a plan. You know that you know as a black person in America, you can't never just like say, I got some people behind me that I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about some kind of covert mission on the party that I'm running on. Because if you read Kamala Harris' book like I did, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd be very, very surprised. There's so many pictures. There's so many videos, pictures. The fact that I can go and find a list like this, the list of the Trump cabal of criminality, cons, and grifting, I can literally go Donald Trump, listed over 1 million times, Melania, whore, the whore lady, the first whore of the White House, Howard Shitnett, the Commerce Secretary, John Phelan, Secretary of the Navy, Paolo Zampoli, over the Kennedy Center, who was in charge of elite models, if y'all don't remember. The fucking cokehead / heroin addict that's posing as the Secretary of Human and Health Services and shit. Fucking RoboCop voice. My name is RFK Jr. Kevin Warsh, Fed nominee. Epstein files. Dr. Oz. Epstein files. Elon the fucking apartheid king Musk. Epstein files. Steve Bannon's unwashed ass. Epstein files. Alex Acosta, who was the former labor secretary under Trump's first administration, who gave the sweetheart deal to Jeffrey Epstein in the first place. Bill Barr's former attorney general. And even the director of that shitty movie about a whore who barely can speak English, Brett Ratner. If this was the Obama administration, Lewis Hinton, roll tide roll, brother. Pam, how are you? If you could come up with a list of Barack Obama having this many people in ties, in circles, with a known serial pedophile, one of the most prolific serial pedophiles in the history of pedophiles. What do y'all think the energy from the Republicans would be? What do y'all think? What do y'all think the energy would be? Do y'all think the energy would be the same? Pretending like we don't see it. Oh, I'm just gonna cover my eyes. Just think about it, man. If this was Barack Obama, If this was Barack Obama saying this, I've known Jeff for over 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side, no doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. He said this in 2002.
I'm just devastated over what's happened. He's been a friend for a long time. A great guy.
Was he at your wedding?
Great guy. He was at my wedding. And
Who did he bring to the wedding?
that's a Epstein. Why can't they ask a nice simple business question?
I'll get to that.
It's irrelevant.
It was not Nicole.
It was not Nicole.
There you go. Right there. Hear it again.
I'm just devastated over what's happened. He's been a friend for a long time. A great guy.
Was he at your wedding?
Great guy. He was at my wedding. And
Who did he bring to the wedding?
that's a Epstein. Why can't they ask a nice simple business question?
Hold on. Let me pause that right there. Let me go to some current files. Hold on. Let me go get this. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ti ti. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ti. Yeah, tu tu tu. Yeah, ta ta ta. Yeah, ta ta. Yeah, ta 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 tu tu.
Me and Jeffrey Epstein, I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. And in fact, if you look at the DOJ, they announced, they released 3 million pages. It's like this is all they're supposed to be doing. And frankly, the DOJ, I think, should just say, we have other things to do, because that whole thing has turned out, other than Bill Clinton and, Bill Gates and lots of people there are a lot of questions about it, but nothing on me. But it was even sort of better than that, because they found that Jeffrey Epstein and this sleazebag writer named Michael Wolff were conspiring against Donald Trump to lose the election. So Epstein was conspiring with a writer for me to lose the election. So right there, you know that I had nothing to do with this guy. But it's
I had nothing to do with this guy. Okay. All right, cool. You had nothing to do with this guy. You had nothing to do with this guy. Nothing.
I'm just devastated over what's happened. He's been a friend for a long time. A great guy.
Was he at your wedding?
Great guy. He was at my wedding. And
Who did he bring to the wedding?
that's a Epstein. Why can't they ask a nice simple business question?
I'll get to that.
It's irrelevant.
It was not Nicole.
It was not Nicole.
Wow. Ain't that the sudden change of heart? There's sudden change of heart there, Donald. Dunzo. It's a sudden change of heart there, big dog. Some wild work, ain't it? That's some crazy work. It's crazy how easy it was for me to go find that video and then parse it with the other video of you lying your ass off, talking about how you don't know this man. You don't know him. It totally exonerates you. You had nothing to do with these Epstein files. But then we come across shit like this. This is in the Southern District of New York in Katie Johnson's case. DS3, what's up, Brody? Yeah. Under the threat of perjury, this young woman, this little girl, said this under oath. I personally witnessed defendant Trump telling the plaintiff that she shouldn't ever say anything if she didn't want to disappear like the 12-year-old female blank, and that he was capable of having her whole family killed. After leaving the employment of Mr. Epstein in the year of 2000, I was personally threatened by Mr. Epstein that I will be killed and my family killed as well if I ever disclose any of the physical and sexual abuse of minor females that I had personally witnessed by Mr. Epstein or any of his guests. I am coming forward to swear to truthfulness of the physical and sexual abuse that I personally witnessed of minor females at the hands of Mr. Trump and Mr. Epstein, including the plaintiff, during the time of my employment from the years of 1990 to 2000 for Mr. Epstein. I swear these facts under the penalty. I swear to these facts under the penalty of perjury, even though I fully understand that my life or of the life of myself and my family is now in grave danger. Most importantly, I declare under the penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct. Keep going, Will. Keep going. Then you have these. You have these. All of this. All of this. But you had nothing to do with him. You were exonerated, huh, Trump? You piece of shit. You're exonerated, right? That's what you say. You say you're exonerated. You're exonerated. I would show this picture, but I don't want to show this picture. I don't want to show this picture. And for those of you in the chat who may have possibly seen this picture, it's a picture of a little girl and a nude grown-ass man standing in a bathroom. I don't want to show y'all that picture. Now, fuck all that up on top. Look at the bottom. On Saturday, on New Year's Day, Saturday, right there, 2016. Look. Guess what? They're niggers with the hard ER. It's redacted. Nigger. Snipe hunt is over. Moon crickets in field bag. Guess what? They're niggers. Anybody want to talk about Jay-Z? Anybody want to continue to make up lies trying to throw Jay-Z name in the book? Trying to claim he had something to do with this fucking racist? Read it. It's right there. Right there where my mouse is. Right there. Snipe hunt is over. Moon crickets in field bag. Guess what? They're niggers. They even blew it up right there. Tell me again. Tell me. I want someone to try to tell me again where black men are involved in this bullshit. Show me where that is. When I can find an email from Jeffrey Epstein talking about the snipe hunt is over, moon crickets in field bag. Guess what? They're niggers. Guess what? They're niggers. Right here, Shelton, from Jeffrey Epstein. From Jeffrey Epstein to Ariana de Rothschild. Yeah. Right here, bro. Right here in your face. Right there. Right there, dog. Right there. So I don't want nobody to try to bring. I don't want to hear no name about no Chris Tucker, no Jay-Z, no none of that. This man does not like black people. This man does not like black people. This man does not like black people. Jeffrey Epstein was a fucking racist pedophile. Donald Trump is a fucking racist. Meanwhile, guess who's standing on fucking business? The fucking UK. Standing on fucking business. Arrested this fucking pervert right here. That, if you don't know who that is, that's Prince Andrew, the artist formerly known as Prince Andrew. Who had to renounce his title, by the way. That's why he's going by Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Yeah. Why is it that the UK can move that fast to bring somebody like this piece of shit who was former royalty to justice? Time, what's up, family? How can they stand on business when the United States got a white woman and a cross-eyed sand nigger who is sitting here with their hands crossed behind their backs pretending like they didn't see shit? Protecting fucking pedophiles. Why can't they do this in America? Yeah, Trump has a lot of pictures with P. Diddy, but P. Diddy has never been listed in these files fucking with little kids. You can't find shit nowhere where it pertains to little Sean Combs fucking with little children at all. That's nowhere. Again, y'all won't see me up here telling lies on Puff Daddy just to fit a fucking narrative. That man's in prison right now because he's a fucking freak. Meanwhile, guess what? Kash Patel's going to jail more than anybody. That sand nigga right there who thinks he's got a key to the white club, they're gonna give him his real nigga wake up call real soon. My brother Drew Titan always uses a term that's really, really, really important. That means in concert. Kash Patel and Pam Bondi both looked at all the unredacted files, seen the videos and all that shit. They know what's in those files and they're covering it up. They are an accessory to a fucking crime. Guess who's going to make their way down? Do you think Trump gives a fuck about a white woman? Do you think Trump gives a fuck about a sand nigga who wants access to white supremacy? No, he don't give a fuck about him. He don't care about Kash Patel. He don't care about Pam Bondi. He does not care. They lied under oath. Mountains and mountains of evidence. Norway. The former prime minister has been arrested in Norway. How come the UK and Norway got the balls to arrest fucking pedophiles no matter what their status is? Oh, I don't know Prince Andrew. I met him probably at a party or once. No, motherfucker. No, you didn't. That's y'all right there. The three fucking stooges. Yep, free my grandma. That's exactly my point. They are going to take the fall faster than anybody. And you watch. Pam Bondi and fucking Cash Patel are cooked. They just don't even know it yet. That's Prince Andrew right there. That's Prince Andrew right there. Just so y'all know. So none of these fucking goofballs won't come in here saying, oh man, he didn't even know him, man. I don't even know why y'all trying to say Trump did this, man. They don't know why y'all trying to say Trump did this, man. I don't know why y'all trying to say what this, man. See why y'all trying to say Trump and Trump and he gonna sue you. I wish you fucking would. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, I got more evidence.
My name is Amy Doris. In 1997, I attended the U.S. Open. We went to Donald Trump's VIP box. I went into the bathroom. When I came out, Trump was standing there. He was not waiting to go to the bathroom. He was waiting for me. He kind of grabbed me and tried to kiss me. He was touching me all over my body. I pushed him away. I could not move. He just shoved his tongue in my mouth, started kissing me. It was so forceful. It was not pleasant. It was not welcomed. It was not consensual. I literally used my teeth to push his tongue out of my mouth. It was violating and it was traumatic. I thought it was my fault. Seeing the Access Hollywood video made me realize that Donald Trump is a serial sexual predator. He says he's going to protect women. He harms women. He has no respect for women. It is a danger to our society to put this man back in the White House. It's like, when will this stop?
Anti-Psychopath PAC Inc. is responsible.
How much more proof do y'all need? How much more proof do y'all need?
Why? And I rebuilt the military my first time. I said, why would it take 4 years? He said, well, I would. So I decided to go to Iraq, and I flew to Iraq. I was extremely brave. In fact, so brave I wanted to give myself the Congressional Medal of Honor. I said to...
Listen to this sorry, fat, malignant, narcissist piece of shit. Why does this offend me so much? I'm a fucking veteran. There's only been 4,265 Congressional Medal of Honors given out in military history. This fat draft dodging piece of shit, you fucking child rapist, thinks you deserve because you got your fat ass on a plane and flew to Iraq where you're starting a fucking war. Fuck you. Fuck you and everything about you. Fuck you and everything about you. Yeah, everything about this fucking sadist right here. Everything about this, yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck.
I wanted to get myself a Congressional Medal of Honor. No, you fat fuck. This fat, worthless piece of shit is the President of the United States of America. Noted. Noted. Thank you, Diane. Need that. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. Dinky, 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 dink. Let me see. What can I delete off of here? What can I delete off of here? Yeah, two. Yeah, two. Yeah, two.
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Say that on national TV. Batter up. Again, beware fraud, ladies and gentlemen. DOJ. I don't even know why they call themselves the DOJ. The Department of Trump's Corruption and Pedophilia scrubs record of interviews with Trump accuser from Epstein files. Sounds familiar, don't you? I'm going to take y'all back on a little old ship. We're going to go back in time real quick. Do y'all remember when Brett Kavanaugh was getting confirmed to the Supreme Court and Christine Blasey Ford came to the Senate and she was criticized and talked down to by these fucking Republicans? And they decided to set up a call line for any potential witnesses that may have been witness to Brett Kavanaugh's sexual deviancy, right? Then it comes to find out during Joe Biden's administration that the Trump administration took all damn near over 4,000 phone calls and scrubbed them from the record so that they had no record of those phone calls ever coming into the White House to talk about how much of a piece of shit Brett Kavanaugh really was. It's the same shit right here. This piece of dog shit right here has a real record of rape and molestation and sexual assault in those Epstein files, so much so that the FBI recorded a 302 form. If you're not familiar with a 302 form, I suggest you Google it. A 302 form means that person that came in and gave that testimony has some credibility. That person has some validity in their testimony, and they're going to look into it. They're going to do an investigation into that. Brent Fox, what's up with it, Brody? Shout out to my brother Mahari in the super chat. He said folks will see how his brain is fried next week during his garbage state of delusion address. The man is slowly dying as we speak from dementia. Can't come fast enough, in my opinion. Yeah. But anyways, do y'all remember that? Y'all, I hope y'all remember that. Y'all got to keep this shit in y'all memory warehouse. Because if you forget it, then there's so much other shit that they're doing that's showing commonality between this and that at the same time. All of this stuff makes sense. Yeah, Prince Blizzard, you are absolutely right. This makes Watergate look like a walk in the park right here. This makes Watergate look like a walk in a park. Yep, the Department of Jack-Off. I think there need to be a homicide investigation into Ivana Trump. Because ironically, Ivana passed away July 14, 2022, one day before she was scheduled to testify in court. Her depositions were delayed due to her death, according to CNN. She was due to testify in a civil investigation into the Trump organization's finances. This is around the time where Donald Trump got caught up sleeping with a porn star, Stormy Daniels. Remember Michael Avenatti going around on TV every chance he get? Turned out he was a fucking fraud too. Told y'all, look at the title. Beware fraud. She supposedly fell down the stairs and died from blunt force trauma to her torso. Sure, buddy. Sure. I hope Prince Andrew snitches his ass off for a plea deal. Oh, and just so y'all know, France has unredacted the Epstein files, and you can count on them because they're not the only place where they can unredact those files. See, the thing about it is, Prince Andrew's name is only mentioned in the Epstein files about 170 times out of 23,000 documents. Donald Trump's name, on the other hand, is listed throughout these documents over 1 million times. Yep, Janet, exactly. She fell down the stairs. Shit. I hope and I pray that Prince Andrew and that former prime minister in Norway, they snitch like canaries. I hope they're in there having a whole full-fledged Jodeci concert, god dang me. I hope they're in there telling oh yeah, I'm going to tell it. I am going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. I hope they tell. I hope they snitch.
Second phase, implementation.
Hey, y'all remember Sleepy Joe? Y'all remember Sleepy Joe?
And the successful implementation of the second phase of the Gaza
Does that
peace
look like
plan.
Sleepy Joe to you?
This includes ensuring a lasting ceasefire and the successful implementation.
Does that look like Sleepy Joe to you? Everything that they say, everything that they accuse someone of, they do. This sorry old pile of dog shit pedophile right here was going around the country talking about how Joe Biden was sleepy and the auto pin this and all this. His stupid ass put an auto pin in the fucking in the hallway, trying to be fucking funny and shit. Meanwhile, his dumb ass is right here asleep. Donald J. Trump, Institute of Peace. Sure, bud. I guarantee you when his fat ass croaks or he gets kicked out of office, that all the millions of dollars that he stole from these other countries is going to disappear. How much I want to bet? How much I want to bet? How much do y'all want to bet? All those millions of dollars are going to disappear. Damn it, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do this. Shit, I forgot. Damn it, my bad. Yep, Don Jr. and Twiddle D and Twiddle dumbasses, they're gonna pocket that money. They're gonna find some way to pocket that money.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
Fucking fascist!
Guarantee all this. I fucking guarantee it. All of this con is coming. Yep. Zorro Ranch. Yep, the orange orangutan is going down. One thing about bad times don't last always. It don't. Y'all, I sternly remember all these goofballs coming out talking about Sleepy Joe, man. That's Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe Biden. Oh, Sleepy Joe. I've never seen Joe Biden fall asleep nowhere. I haven't seen that man sleep nowhere. Damn, I'm not paying for that paywall. Oh, I'm not paying for that paywall. I am not paying for that. I hope and I pray to God, even though nothing's going to happen, because the United Nations has no teeth really. Crimes against humanity, molesting kids. Yeah, I would say that's a crime. A crime against humanity. Why would a lawyer? That's still in the back of my head. Why would a lawyer say I would fucking kill you if you say another answer over 5 words? There needs to be an investigation into this fucking weirdo here. And I'll read this. There is no doubt that the 2024 presidential election was rigged to install Trump as president. Elon Musk said out of his own fucking mouth on Shitter, without me, Trump would have lost the election, Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. The comment occurred during a public disagreement between Musk and then President Trump, particularly regarding a tax and immigration package. Musk contributed more than $250 million to Trump's 2024 campaign. Joe Rogan also stated that Musk had access to a private app that provided real-time voting results before they were even publicly released. He knew 4 hours before the election was even called that Trump won. And y'all mean to tell me the most unpopular piece of shit who's ever ran for president in the history of this fucking country won every fucking swing state? You out of your fucking mind. You are out of your fucking mind. If you want me to believe that this piece of shit won every swing state, sure. Okay, more fraud. Okay, fraud. More fraud, Will. More fraud, because you can stay on this all day. More fraud. Let's see more fraud, shall we? This is going to piss y'all off. Because I just paid $10,000 in federal taxes. Guess how much Palantir paid? Nothing. They paid nothing. They paid nothing. Let me show y'all just how delusional Trump is, right? I'm gonna show y'all just how delusional this piece of shit is, right? Listen to this now.
First, I had an escalator that stopped, you know that. It's going up, boom. It's lucky my movie star first lady was in front of me because I put my hand on a certain part of her body and I was able to stop my fall. Otherwise, because she had no trouble. I said, boy, that was a very sharp stop, Johnny. So I said, that was strange. I've been on a lot of escalators. That's never happened before. Usually it stops very slowly. This was just boom. But our first lady was right in the proper location.
Hold on. Y'all just hold that in y'all head now. Hold that in y'all head. And hold y'all in hold that thought in y'all head. Hold that thought in y'all head. So let's see, did that actually happen? Shall we? Let's see if that actually happened. Here's the escalator. Stops. We got like 4 arms or something. Did I miss? You got 4 arms or something? He don't look like I touched a certain part of the first lady. She won't even let you touch her ass. You barely got to pat her on the back. This is the most disgusting pile of shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. This has got to be the biggest fucking joke. Ashton Kutcher, please come out and tell us we punked now, please. This has got to be the most stupidest administration I've ever seen in my entire fucking life living on this raggedy, wretched planet. This got to be it. That's got to be it, dog. It's got to be it. It's got to be it. My movie star wife, well, her movie bombed. That movie was shit. So now, I'm going to show y'all this. Now, This is why I tell y'all, this country is racist as shit.
She is evil.
So that white nurse that was breaking black babies' bones in the NICU, yeah, they let her out on a $25,000 bond, mind you.
Tears and fiery emotions spilled out on Thursday from family members of the 9 premature babies Aaron Stratman abused inside the Henrico Doctors Hospital NICU over a 3-year span. At her plea hearing, Stratman pleaded no contest to 9 charges of Class 6 felony child abuse. The maximum penalty for the 9 charges, 45 years behind bars, but sentencing guidelines suggest a maximum sentence of 1 day to 6 months. Commonwealth's Attorney Shannon Taylor negotiated with the defense that the county would seek a maximum sentence of 3 years in exchange for the pleas.
The judge could have found some of these cases not guilty. If there was a not guilty, that would have prohibited a family from being able to come forward and participate in the victim impact statement.
Videos of Stratman providing care to some of the abused babies played in court. They show her sitting down on the floor while holding a baby she was feeding and then falling over onto her side while still holding the baby. He also said one of their main experts, Dr. Robin Foster, who is the director of the child protection team at the Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU, would have testified that the injuries the baby suffered are avoidable in the context of a NICU setting. And in her 30 years at VCU, she could recall 3 fractures total in NICU infants.
The Commonwealth cited the severity of the new charges and that the Virginia Board of Nursing suspended Stratman's professional license last week. Their order stated, quote, a substantial danger to public health or safety warrants this action. However, Stratman's defense...
We live in a country where a white woman can break the bones of 9 NICU newborn babies who ain't done shit to her fat, stinking white ass, mind you. We live in a country where a white woman is so demonic and so fucking evil that she broke the bones of 9 black newborn NICU babies for the hell of it. I want that to set in y'all spirit. And then y'all can understand the reason for my rage. And the reason why I say the shit that I say. Because this ain't shit, this shit didn't just start for black people. This shit has been going on for generations, for centuries. This shit has been going on. Everybody else is just now catching up. I had to take a second. I'm sorry, y'all. This is black fatigue. Real black fatigue. Not that bullshit y'all see on fucking TikTok. Or some racists just finding a reason to be fucking racist pieces of shit. Simply because they are black. And they don't view black bodies as human. So you break the bones of infants who done nothing to you. Nothing. They done nothing to you. Right, free my grandma, that is a fact. There is no negotiating with demons. But onward I shall continue. Just to show y'all just how weird these fucking billionaires are, Ghislaine Maxwell, like Trump, has a golden shower fetish. So, I want y'all to read these emails from the Epstein files, by the way. To Philip Levine from Ghislaine Maxwell. How could you send me pictures of Barron being unfaithful with another woman? I am devastated. Tell me he did not pee on her too. At least if he did not do that, I know that he does not feel threatened, so I still hold pride of place. To Philip Levine from Ghislaine Maxwell. Stop it, my jealous quadlibet. Look it up in the dictionary if you have not used this word before. It is already full. This was sent in 2002. He actually held his bladder all night until dinner at Fisher. Although I can't even talk. Although he jumped on Caro the other night and seriously tried fucking her on my bed, big time humping. She is his size. The Baron is growing up. Disgusting work. Disgusting work. There's the emails I just wanted to show y'all. Yeah. These people are fucking weirdos. Right, Shelton. They can't come up with nothing on their own. They always gotta come in and colonize some words that we use in AAVE. When black people say we have black fatigue, we're tired of you being fucking racist. We're tired of babies being punished and they did nothing to you. You can't find me a case where a black nurse was just snapping the bones of white babies for no reason. You can't find it nowhere because it don't exist. So, I want to talk about this.
Thank you for joining us here on The News at 4. I'm Mike Seelam. This afternoon, we have team coverage covering Monday morning's deadly crash involving a school teacher in Chatham County who died and the man who police say was trying to escape ICE agents. Our lead investigator, Shay Schrader, was the only reporter in the room as the suspect appeared virtually in court. And our Cam McCann is live at the scene of a scheduled protest in Savannah against ICE. Do want to start by checking in with Shay Schrader in the WTOC 24-hour newsroom. And Shay, what happened?
Now, Mike, Recorder's Court Judge Crystal Harmon did not set a bond for Oscar Vasquez Lopez, who's charged with vehicular homicide and reckless driving, meaning he'll remain in jail for now. We weren't allowed to have a camera in the courtroom, but I watched as Vasquez Lopez appeared virtually from the Chatham County Jail. Jailers said he was being held for detox in the jail, quote, due to his behavior. When he did finally appear, he was wearing a green jumpsuit and had his arms crossed, the judge eventually telling him to uncross his arms. The state opposed bond, saying Vasquez Lopez was seen by a nearby Chatham County police officer and other witnesses running a red light and crashing into Linda Davis while being chased by unmarked ICE cars with flashing lights. Vasquez Lopez's public defender said ICE was conducting, quote, paramilitary operations in the area, and the potentially illegal pursuit goes against most regulations. On that basis, the defense asked for bond. Now, again, Judge Harmon did not set bond, but the issue will be considered down the line at a preliminary hearing. Recorder's Court judges can't set bond in felony cases. That's up to Superior Court judges. During the hearing, it was also noted that Vasquez Lopez is under an ICE hold. Live in the newsroom, Shay Schrader, WTOC News.
Thank you, Shay. New footage obtained by WTOC shows the moments leading up to that deadly crash that happened Monday morning. In the video, you can see the suspect's red truck speed by before law enforcement follows seconds later. Chatham County police say they were not aware of ICE operations in the area Monday prior to that deadly crash. Chatham County police say they do not chase suspects like this because of the potential danger a chase like this can create. Well, our Cam McCann is at Forsyth Park in Savannah, where a protest is expected to be held later tonight. Cam,
just wanted y'all to see that school teacher. Her name was Dr. Linda Davis. Yeah, Carl. Silly me thought I could be disgusting, but damn, these people are abhorrent. They're not people. They're fucking soulless ghouls. That's what they are. And salute to you, and thank you for that 5-piece in the super chat, man. These people are fucking evil. These devils, demons, these demonic entities that roam around us in human flesh, they're evil. I don't see nobody staging no protest for this teacher that was murdered by ICE. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Free my grandma. It's like I said this morning, there's something wrong with racist motherfuckers. There's something wrong with them. It's something dead ass wrong with them. It's something dead ass wrong with them. Beware fraud. Beware of fraud. And again, I'm going to say this again. Anybody who's racist have a mental disorder. They're mentally slow. Something's wrong with them mentally. What did Donald Trump say about grocery prices?
You don't care about politics until your damn grocery bill the same price as a car note.
My budget has become double for food shopping.
It's kind of depressing to go into Walmart. You used to go with $100 right there and come out with bags of groceries. Now you go with a couple of bags in your hand.
You don't care about politics until your damn grocery bill the same price as a car note.
For $102, this is all you can buy now. This is freaking insane. And people are talking about we don't have inflation. A lot of Americans can't even afford groceries.
I don't know what could possibly be more depressing than holding up 2 small ass bags of groceries and you just dropped 100 on them, dog. Say, you know it's bad when people start remembering yesterday's price like they studying for a final exam, dog.
Right.
Last week, this was $1.65. Now it's $1.95. They keeping tabs, dog. I call that grocery trauma.
So when and I got questions for y'all. So the economy is better under Trump? The economy is better under Trump. Right? MAGA will have you to believe that the economy is better under Donald Trump. Now, back to Dr. Linda Davis. I'm gonna show y'all the real reason why she died. Because of course the media lies all the fucking time. Here's the real reason why she died. And go.
We now know that ICE agents left Dr. Linda Davis in her car, bleeding out from her injuries for over 25 minutes. Again, unsurprising. This is who they are. This is what they did with Renee Good. They physically blocked doctors from going and trying to help her. In fact, nobody even checked on her, even looked to see if she needed help until 25 minutes later when EMS arrived and had to physically cut the roof off of her car to get her body out. So let's be really clear about the situation, because the pedophile bootlickers will continue to twist this and blame the brown person because they're racist, because all they care about is shifting blame to an immigrant, because that is the hatred that lives in their heart. We are talking about people who are still supporting the president after he was named in the Epstein file 17,000 times. These people have no fucking moral compass. ICE had no jurisdiction to conduct a high-speed chase or a traffic stop.
Nope.
High-speed chases are illegal against the law in Chatham County, and Chatham County Police Department has come out and condemned ICE for doing it because they have laws against this for this very reason. Even if it wasn't illegal, law enforcement agencies across this country are held responsible financially and liability-wise for any collateral damage that occurs due to a high-speed chase that they conduct. It doesn't matter why they're chasing or who they're chasing. Furthermore, this is from an ex-Border Patrol agent. Their policy is that they cannot pursue unless there is a felony committed in their presence and the suspect flees, or if the suspect poses a threat to the community. Once again, I remind you, Oscar Vasquez Lopez, the immigrant that they were terrorizing, had no criminal record. These thugs, with 5 weeks of training and then handed a gun, wearing skinny jeans and ankle socks to their fucking jobs as ICE agents, conducted a high-speed chase they were not allowed to do. They are responsible for all of the damages and all of the deaths and injuries that occur to that high-speed chase. And they are responsible for Dr. Linda Davis's death. We now know.
I had to show y'all both. I had to show y'all both. I had to show y'all both. Because I had to show y'all one narrative, and then I had to show you what really happened. Because that's what we have to do now. That's what we have to do now. That's what we have to do now. That's crazy work. That's fucking abhorrent. You got some untrained fucking Jan Sixers, Boogaloo boys, and fucking Klansmen doing high-speed chase because they want to feel like they fucking strong, like they tough. We have to be the news. We have to be the fucking news.
That they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
We have to be the fucking news. That's why I be up on lives 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, dissecting all this shit. Again, beware of fraud. Because they love to lie. Again, as I said earlier, they're buying concentration camps over the asking price for a reason.
Do you think you knew about every shady thing this administration is doing? You don't. You know how ICE is buying up all of these detention centers? They're overpaying for them massively, and we don't know who's pocketing those profits. Let me show you the most egregious example. In Social Circle, Georgia, a town of 5,000 people, ICE bought a warehouse from a company called PNK Group, owned by Andrei Sharkov. The company was originally incorporated in Russia, and Sharkov, who's no longer a Russian citizen but still spends time in Moscow, bought this property less than 2 years ago for $29.4 million. ICE paid $128.5 million for it in 2026. That is a $99 million profit in under 2 years, and the sale, it closed in 4 days. Federal property acquisition usually takes months. So here's the question nobody's answering. Where did that extra $99 million go? Who benefited from this deal, and why did it happen so fast? People are starting to ask legitimate questions about corruption because it turns out the Social Circle isn't an isolated case. It is a pattern. In Hamburg, Pennsylvania, ICE bought a warehouse for $87.4 million. The seller had purchased it just 16 months earlier for $57.5 million. That is a 52% markup for a property they barely owned for a year. In Surprise, Arizona, ICE paid $70 million for a warehouse the county valued at $46.6 million. That's a 50% markup. In Hagerstown, Maryland, ICE paid $102.4 million for a property that was refinanced 7 months earlier at $76.8 million. 33% markup. In Socorro, Texas, ICE paid $122.8 million for a warehouse El Paso County appraised at $29 million, a 323% markup. ICE has spent over $690 million acquiring just 7 warehouses. That's our money, by the way, our taxpayer money. And they have overpaid on every single one. And they're just getting started. ICE is planning to spend $38.3 billion, again of our money, turning warehouses and former prisons into detention centers. This is what happens when you give an agency $75 billion with no oversight, and all of it is being run by deeply corrupt people. You have no competitive bidding, no accountability, no one checking if the prices even make sense, no one asking who's profiting. Meanwhile, we're being told there's no money for disaster relief, no money for healthcare, no money for education. But ICE can pay a guy with Russian ties $99 million in profit for a warehouse he owned for only 2 years with no questions asked? 58% of Americans say Trump's immigration crackdown has gone too far. Maybe it's because they're watching their tax dollars disappear into deals that look an awful lot like corruption. Look, this is your tax money. Somebody is getting rich off of it, and it's not you, and it's not me. And frankly, nobody knows where all of those profits are going, but god damn it, we should find out. This is not what our government is supposed to be doing. America, you deserve better. Do you think you knew about?
I don't think America's mad enough. Go ahead, Julie. I need to pull myself a shot myself. Shit. I need to pull myself up a shot my damn self. Oh, Shelton. Some Black history, just in case you didn't know. Now, Shelton, and any other of my brothers and sisters in here, the Black brother and Black sisters. Y'all remember how you have racists coming here talking about Black people needing handouts and shit like that? Y'all remember all those conversations? I'm going to show you why that is, right? And this is something that I learned today, and I didn't know that. Check this out.
Do you know that in 1933, the federal government used a banking crisis to systematically eliminate Black-owned banks across America? When FDR declared a national banking holiday, every bank in the country closed. Federal inspectors were given complete power to decide which banks could reopen. The pattern was clear. St. Luke Penny Savings Bank in Richmond, founded by Maggie Walker, financially sound. The inspectors called it risky, closed permanently. Binga State Bank in Chicago, profitable. Strong reserves, also deemed risky, also closed. Meanwhile, failing white banks with actual losses were approved to reopen. This wasn't random. Federal inspectors had discretionary power. They used it consistently. Black banks that served Black communities were eliminated. White banks that excluded Black customers were saved. The assets from closed Black banks were sold to white institutions at below market rates. A direct wealth transfer. This concentrated banking power away from Black communities. It eliminated Black business lending. It created the banking deserts that exist today. One policy, systematic implementation, generational consequences. The pattern reveals itself. Did you know that?
Basically, during the Great Depression and FDR reigned as president, they systemically closed Black banks. But yet these people still come in here, these racists come in here talking, hey, you Blacks want to be victims. You name a time in the period of the history of America where they did this to white people. Show me a time where that happened. Yep, Brent Fox, exactly. Just like they stole all of the money and assets out of the Freedmen's Bank. You know, the one that Frederick Douglass started. But we would never know that because they're trying to hide our history, bro. And that's why, and I totally agree with the sentiment that a man with knowledge, a Black man who knows and is aware of his history and who is smart, who is intelligent, walks around daily in a rage. And you see exactly why I walk around in a rage. Because here, as y'all gonna see here, lynching never stopped.
This is at the entrance of Fair Oaks Park. They found a black man hanging from a tree dead.
Now they done found a dead body tied up on the tree with a rope around their neck at Fair Oaks Park out here in Marietta. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on out here, but right now the identity of the person not identified.
A 21-year-old Atlanta man was found dead Wednesday morning in a wooded area of Fair Oaks Park in Cobb County, 4 days after witnesses last saw him walk into the woods alone. What's happening? Someone called police around 9:46 a.m. Wednesday to report finding a body at the park on West Booth Road. Cobb County Police responded and secured the scene. Detectives reviewed surveillance footage, interviewed witnesses, and collected physical evidence. Detectives found no evidence anyone else was involved. Based on the evidence, detectives are investigating the death as a suicide.
You hear what these fuckers said? They're investigating this homicide as a suicide. Sure. James Baldwin is the one who said that a black man who is aware of his past and has knowledge of oneself walks around daily in a rage. I am that man that walk around in a rage every single day because I'm constantly reminded that these demons have not changed at all. The only thing about them that's changed is their position. Still same, still view us. You know, y'all want to know the wildest part about all this? White America was more mad and pissed off at Michael Vick fighting dogs than they are the sitting president of the United States in the goddamn pedophile ring. It'll never, ever, ever cease to amaze me how white America responds to a black man fighting dogs versus a fucking white man in a fucking child sex trafficking ring who are murdering kids and eating their intestines. I walk around in a rage every day. Because I find stories like this. Kathy Rummler. If you don't remember her, she was in the Obama administration. She was planted there strategically. She was strategically planted there so that the Obama administration wouldn't look into good old Jeffrey Epstein. Don't worry, I'll show you her emails. Have fun. Hope to see you on the 4th. I leave for San Francisco on the 5th. Fourth, I'm in Palm with all the Trump boys. Fun. When are you back in NYC? Kathy Rummler. Most girls don't have to worry about this crap. Jeffrey Epstein. Girls, careful, I will renew an old habit. This week, Till, Summers, Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, Jaglin, Council of Europe and Noble Chairman, Magnolia Perez, Hardeep, Puri, India, Boris, Gates, Jarber, Qatar, Sultan, Dubai, Coslin, Harvard, Leon Black, Woody. You are a welcome guest at any. Also, if you think there are interesting people in town, everyone here for climate summit. Clinton Security Council. Holy shit, I'm on blank for the next 30 minutes. Reed's guy went down on all 7 counts. Jeffrey Epstein, and that's after turning down misdemeanors. Whoops. Yep, and now he's a repeat offender. Double whoops. Yeah. We will now go through a period of self-reflection and despair. You need to talk to boss. Please note the information contained. Well, never mind. Not that one. Agreed. I need to be prepared to say yes before I talk to him. Setting up the play. Victims' rights, my ass. Ingrid, victims' rights woman. Does AD know who at Boise's is doing? I am so pissed off now that I can't see straight. I told you this CVRA case is about money. Her lawyer provided a long-winded letter to counsel. She will do as you suggest, however. Is she giving a statement? Yes. We need to decide whether to give a statement on your behalf. At least we now have until Friday. Has ABC contacted Ghislaine? Back at you. And always, thanks for your friendship and help. There's a special place in hell for you sick fucks. I said what I said back in September. This was never just one person. I've been saying the Epstein network reached into powerful circles, lawyers, doctors, wealthy elites, global power players, and every new development just raises more questions about how deep it all really went. This story has always been bigger than what the public was told. The more names and connections that come out, the more people are demanding accountability, transparency, and the full truth, no matter how powerful the people involved may be. Kathy Rummler was a sick bitch, and she needs to go to the wood chipper too. I'm gonna keep showing y'all shit. Because if I gotta see it, you gotta see it too, damn it. If I gotta see it, you gotta see it too. You got to see it too. There's a song I want y'all to listen to, and there's a music video I want y'all to listen to by Pink Floyd. The name of the song is Another Brick in the Wall. They did it in 1979. Look up that song and look up that music video. What did I name the name of this again? Tay, how you doing? What did I name this live stream again? Beware fraud. BB Netanyahu, anyone? Read. Lisa, good night. I'm about to get off here in a minute anyway. I done had enough of filling my brain full of this shit again. Yeah, a lot of us did, Justin. We didn't want to believe it. We didn't want to believe that shit. We didn't want to believe that shit to be true. Y'all make sure y'all check y'all voters ID in your state. Make sure.
was talking all the shit about what you would do, and then all of a sudden you get the job as in the FBI, you get the position, you get the files, you have all this in front of you, and you cover it up, and you got the fucking balls to get back on this microphone and talk about how you're the podfather? Like, you are so lucky that you're not getting fucking put under the jail right now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And you're all about accountability?
I just showed you what we did or what we didn't. Did I not? I'm not sitting here going, hey, trust me, bro. I showed you. If you like it, great.
You showed us what? You showed us what? We got 3 million pages of everything that you should have showed us the whole year you were there. You didn't even make it a year. It was like 10 months, 11 months. You fucking checked out. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. And you gotta walk around every fucking day for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter if they kill me today. It doesn't matter if they lock me up, throw me in jail, make up some shit. You still gotta walk around for the rest of your fucking miserable life being Dan Bongino, the fucking scum. And now we got you. Got you.
But I don't understand why
how long? You're making millions of dollars talking all the shit about what you would do, and then all of a sudden you get the job in the FBI, you get the position, you get.
Yeah, so in case you guys were wondering why we went to Venezuela and captured Maduro, Venezuela has shipped its first crude oil cargo to Israel in years following the U.S. capture of former President Nicolas Maduro last month. The tanker loaded with about 500,000 barrels of heavy crude is en route to Bazan Group, Israel's largest refinery. It's not always them, but it's always them.
Are you really surprised? Can you really be surprised that CeeLo Green would perform at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago? No. And I'm going to tell you why. You know, I think symbolism is very important. I think
so. If you ever found yourself coonery is at an all-time high.
syphilis and I gave him herpes in his fucking mouth. Bitch, that's what you get.
So as soon as America left the World Health Organization, the world cured pancreatic cancer, colon cancer, lung cancer, HPV, blood cancer, and then made a Russia cancer vaccine. This is not a coincidence, by the way. I hope you all know that. But guys, it gets worse, so keep watching before you scroll. Update today. Brain cancer was Bro, what in the world is going on? How long have they been sitting on these cures while collecting billions in funding from the US ? How many people passed away when they had all the cures all along? Well, guys, they don't actually have them all yet. If you go on Twitter, you could see all of the scientists that found these cures are trying to get tens of millions of dollars in funding, and they're actually kind of having a hard time, but I think they're going to get there anyway. So once they do that, they're good, but it's actually insane that they've been sitting on a cure, the US leaves it, and then imagine the
2002?
No.
Trump's
No. What we ain't finna do is pretend like America has the intentions of the American people at heart. Get the fuck out of here. The pharmaceutical companies in this country, all they want is money. So, yeah, I don't believe that shit.
Reporters are now posting a picture they claim shows Barack Obama and Jeffrey Epstein together. And even after being community noted and fact-checked multiple times, they still can't accept that they're wrong, saying that we're afraid of the truth. Just take a look. So here's what the guy posted, saying, crazy how Trump gets shit for being...
That's Anthony fucking Bourdain. Man, shut up, god damn it. These people are fucking retarded. Yeah.
But really enraged the entire DC commentary class about Ron Paul is that he was right. Here's a selection of Ron Paul predictions from 2002.
I predict U.S. taxpayers will pay to rebuild Palestine as well as Afghanistan. Taxpayers paid to bomb these areas, so we will be expected to rebuild them. There will be big promises of more U.S. money and weapons flowing to Israel and to Arab countries allied with the United States. Federal Reserve policy will continue at an expanding rate with massive credit expansion, which will make the dollar crisis worse. Gold will be seen as an alternative to paper money as it returns to its historic role as money. Military and police powers will grow, satisfying the conservatives. The welfare state will expand, satisfying the liberals. Both sides will endorse military adventurism overseas. During the next decade, the American people will become poorer and less free, while they become more dependent on the government for economic security.
But really?
Well, no shit. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm currently in a hotel.
Can't use the stock market as a distraction from the redacted files because we're all broke. Do you not understand that? That's how bad of a lawyer the attorney general is. Oh, stop bringing up the redacted files. Stop talking about old stuff, okay? The stock market's never been higher. Look at the S&P. I don't look at the S&P. You know why? Because in the Wall Street Journal, they're saying that millennials are splurging on extravagant things like rotisserie chicken. They're calling food an extravagant expense. And you want to talk about the fucking stock market instead of talking about a massive ring of redacteds who are putting kids on a redacted island. That's what you want to talk about? Attorney General of the United States, the head of the Department of Justice, in front of the Judiciary Committee of Congress, sitting there going, oh, why are you bringing up the redacted files? Why are we talking about this? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because the day before, they talked to the man in charge of the stock market. The secretary can't use the stock.
Shit.
So the revolutionary government of Burkina Faso continues to do amazing things for their people while the U.S. and France plot to...
Look, I'm 30 years old. Not one of my friends has children. Zero. No one. No one's having kids. Do you know how hard you need to abuse a mammal to make them not have children? Like, look, GDP goes up. People have have enough food, and whatever. No one's having kids, and this is across the world. This is across both the West, the East, everywhere. It's happening.
No, that's here.
So why do I not have kids? And the answer to that is I don't really know. This is the
Why did
weird.
Epstein
There's the
pick
thing that
Little
happens,
St.
especially with
James?
younger, like
All
even
of
younger
St.
than me, like
Thomas
the
and the
kids are
Virgin
like 18
Islands
today.
has
There's a
actually
huge problem
been
where they don't dance. Go to clubs and they don't.
of a human trafficking operation for over 300, maybe even 400 years. These families, who happen to be Sephardic Jewish families, would relocate to the Caribbean, in the 1600s and get established as shippers, but human trafficking was one of those big businesses. The two families that really come to mind are the Yulee family and the Levy family. Both those families came from St. Thomas.
Right next to Little St. James.
Right next to Little St. James. Those two families would go on to produce America's two first Jewish senators, David Levy Yulee and Judah Benjamin. And they would go on to be arguably the second and third in command in the Confederacy during the Civil War.
And they were fighting to keep human trafficking legal.
Correct.
Slavery, bitch. Slavery. Hey, Callie, 77 million dumbasses got to hold the L for this stupid fuck. We got to hold the L for fucking Lindsey Graham and Tim the buck dancing fucking circus monkey Scott. We got to hold the L for that, for those two. We got to hold the L for those two fucking monkeys. We got to hold the L for I'm telling y'all this stuff for a reason. I'm telling y'all need to vote. I don't give a fuck what some dumbass on shitter says. I don't give a fuck what some idiot on any social media platform whatsoever has to say. I could care less. I do not care. I don't care. Vote. Now, to this.
Remember the father that killed his daughter after a heated argument about Trump? Well, police have released the body cam footage from the scene that day. Lucy Harrison was visiting her father in Texas when they had an argument about the president of the United States. Of course, Lucy was against Donald Trump. Her father, Chris Harrison, was for Donald Trump. Then after the argument, he calls her back to his bedroom and she ends up dead. Take a look at the footage.
No.
So what's that?
No, so she was just about to go to the airport.
Real quick, who is she to y'all?
That's our daughter.
Okay.
It's my daughter.
Okay.
And we were getting ready to go to the airport and we were talking about guns. And she said, "You got a gun?" I said, "Yes." I got it out and it just went off as she stood there. As I pulled it out, it went off.
Okay.
It must have been, obviously.
Did you put the gun on the bed?
I put it on the bed straight away, yeah.
Where was it at?
It was in the bedside cabinet.
Okay, you have like a little, you just keep it in there?
In a locked box, Okay. And we took it out to look, and just as I picked it up, it went off.
Okay. Ma'am, I'll have you step over here and we'll all come over here. Okay.
This man murdered his daughter over Trump. I'll save y'all the chance of actually listening to this stupid shit. This stupid fuck killed his daughter over fucking Trump. Notice nobody's crying. Demons don't have a soul or compassion whatsoever, so there's that.
One thing I
Well, Callie, I gotta go ahead and signify a coon alert. Sorry.
Like about him, he keeps it real, just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I got the wrong thing. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I do apologize.
I am filled. My cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people, to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for murder. I marched. I rallied. I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murders and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied and no.
Shut your coon ass up. Shut up. I'm a coon. I's a good nigga. Hold on, here's another coon. Oh, here's another coon.
Here, as we celebrate this special day in not only Black history but American history, this year that we've been here, under President Trump, the Lord has been so gracious to us. Yes.
I fucking hate coons.
And the president has been a tremendous leader in his work ethic, his heart for people. And he says America first. It really does mean America.
I swear I hate you fucking coons. I swear to God I hate y'all.
I just want to say,
I was a good, happy nigga, boss.
We are living under the administration
Leo
of
Trill, the coon general.
We have the hottest country in our lifetime.
Look at this fucking Sambo. Y'all, look at this fucking coon, bro. Look at this fucking coon. Look at this fucking coon, bro. Look at these fucking Sambos. I was a good nigga, boss. We's in the hottest country. And yes, it is, boss. I shows all my teeth, boss. I was a good nigga. I fucking hate these fucking sellouts. I do. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. I hate coons. I hate sellouts. I hate buck dancers. Leo Terrell, he shows he's a good nigga.
This president right here.
Look at this bitch right here.
Brought me from the prison pit.
And meanwhile, you pardoned the biggest fucking drug trafficker in the history of mankind. You fucking dumb bitch.
So no tax on tips has been a extreme blessing for me and my business.
Look at this stinking bitch. I swear I hate y'all. I'm so great. Y'all just like some docile ass coons too. Look, I want y'all to look at these fucking disgusting ass fucking sellouts. Look at these coons. I was a good one, Nick. I was a good nigga. I was a good nigga, boss. I sucking jobs for you, boss. Massa, I do good for you, massa. If I be a good nigga, you're not gonna punch me, boss. Y'all niggas, boy, I swear to God. I swear, bro. I swear, bro. Nothing pisses me off faster than listening to this coon talk.
All of the doors that the president is opening for education. My son.
This nigga is literally shutting down the Department of Education, you stupid, illiterate, dumbass bitch. God damn, we fucking cool. Oh, God.
And he on drugs in school.
I swear y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I swear to God, y'all don't.
I want to begin by expressing our sadness at the passing of a person who I knew very well.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Oh, my God, bro. I fucking hate it here. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I fucking hate it here. I do. Boy. I fucking hate coons. I do. I swear to God, I hate coons. I hate them. I fucking hate coons. I fucking despise the ground they walk on. The way they shuffle and jive and smile with all they fucking teeth showing. These fucking coons make my asshole itch. I swear they make my ass itch. There ain't no retribution for some of these fucking dirty ass niggas, dog. I swear it ain't. There ain't no redemption coming for these stupid ass niggas. There is no redemption coming for these stupid ass monkeys. I's a good one, boss. I swear I's a good one, boss. I's a good nigga, boss. I fucking swear. I swear, bro. I swear. I swear I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. I do. There's nothing in the world that scorns my hide worse than a fucking Sambo sellout. That I go over here and kiss the fucking ring every single fucking time. Stupid ass niggas for Trump, coons for Trump, dumbasses for Trump, sellouts for Trump. You fucking retards. They don't even care that this man don't give a fuck about none of these people. You're nothing but a fucking optic.
So Hakeem Jeffries, who is the leader of the Democratic Party in the House, is asking House Democrats to either show up to the State of the Union and don't say anything, just be quiet like good little kids, or just don't show up at all, because he doesn't want anyone to interrupt or protest or say anything. And this is why Hakeem Jeffries is not the man for this moment. This is why many people who are elected currently in the House and Senate are not the people for this moment. This is why the American people have no trust, no faith in our electeds. Currently in this country, the Constitution is being burnt to a crisp. The First Amendment rights of American citizens is being breached daily. The Fourth Amendment rights, Eighth Amendment rights are being breached daily. Meanwhile, our immigrant neighbors are being kidnapped unconstitutionally. They have no due process. They're being taken to concentration camps and held hostage. They're being dropped off in countries they've never been to. They're being packed unconstitutionally, inhumanely into these concentration camps. They're not given proper food, water, medical, even toiletries. All of this is happening in this country.
I need to run for office. I need to run for an office. I need to be in the Congress, House or Senate, either or. I need to run. This fucking soft shoeing, tap dancing, fucking light skinned nigga. Don't make no noise now. Don't you make no noise. You got to be good. Got to be good for Master Trump. You got to be good. AIPAC's not gonna give me no money. I need to be in Congress. You need me. Callie, me and you both need to be in Congress, dog. We need to go in there and shake some shit up, rattle some doors and shit. Like, for real, bro. We need to be in Congress. I am so tired of these weak, spineless pals of shit who call themselves Democrats. That's why I'm not a Democrat. It's exactly why I'm not a Democrat. Right there. That's the reason. That's the reason right there. Oh, please don't make no noise. We don't want to upset the Republicans who are betraying the country and the Constitution right now, who's ruining democracy. No, don't say anything. Or don't just show up. Just don't come. Nigga, do you know if my black ass was in the fucking state of delusion speech, I would be the first nigga kicked the fuck up out of that bitch? Me and Al Green will be right side by side each other, getting hoisted the fuck up out of there. You need to be impeached, you pedophile. You are a stain on democracy. You don't deserve the fucking title of president. That would be me. Y'all hit my black ass and my big ass mouth from one end of that fucking Congress Senate chamber to the other. From one end to the other. Y'all would not stop my mouth from running. Shit. This is why nobody has any trust. This is why. This is exactly why no one has any trust in the federal government. This is exactly why. This is exactly why right there. Toilet paper USA, come on down.
Things came out today that just made all these pieces fall together in my brain, and it's no secret that Charlie Kirk was launching a forensic audit. He wasn't sure where money was going, wasn't sure where it was coming from. He had never been really involved in those things. And then he got suspicious. Now, it wasn't until today that I heard these two names dropped. This is where I whoa.
Two for-profit companies, GSM Strategy and Lion Rock Ventures.
Stacey Sheridan is the head fundraiser for Turning Point USA, and you would think she was Erica Kirk's mother because she is always by her side. She has several LLCs. There are two of them. Guess what their names are?
Whoops.
Lion Rock Ventures and GSM Strategies. I didn't want to get a word wrong.
TPUSA uses to move millions in consulting fees.
Guess who gets a lot of those fees? Stacey does. And she also
money laundering.
So set up other
racketeering
companies. She would do what's called triple dipping. She would get a huge percentage of donations, allegedly. She never leaves Erica's side. For example, when I shared this leaked video, I missed something.
Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. You guys, I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken.
Well, I pointed that out, I'm sure. Her mid-sentence mood swings. She's a psychopath.
I will fight like hell to make sure that all of you have a job here.
And we know that didn't happen. There was a mass firing soon after. But Erica, I believe, was sincere in what she was saying. But then she was slipped a note by Stacey.
I will make sure that I never allow a point to where you have to leave because we cannot financially afford you.
She was slipped a note by Stacey.
And that is a promise. I want our family to stay together the best it can. Obviously, circumstances,
when she raised money through huge donors, it went through those and she would get a commission. And yeah, Candace had warned Charlie, don't work with this woman. Turning Point removed Stacey's name from an IRS Form 990. It's supposed to be there. Legally, it's supposed to be there. They took her name off.
On September 8, 2 days before the hit, a $350,000 logistics support wire was initiated through a Deutsche Bank. This is the exact same banknote that the 2026 ledger proves Leslie Wexner and Leon Black used for their professional fee payouts.
It's also a bank that said they would cut ties with Epstein after his activity was starting to come out in Florida when he was arrested, and they didn't, not till 2020. Turning Point is tied to these files. In 2019, JP Morgan filed a suspicious activity report. 2019, Trump was president. 4,700 transactions, over $1 billion.
Yep.
Trump didn't do a damn thing. They also, and I quote, flagged sensitivities around 2 U.S. presidents. We know who those two are. Some things came out today that just made all these pieces fall together.
Now I'm curious. Now I am curious. You have spawned my curiosity.
The money funded a ground team in Provo while Charlie was on stage. 2 Egyptian Air Force jets were on the runway. One of them, SU-BND, powered on his transponder exactly 17 minutes after the shot was fired.
Egyptian planes.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we have seen evil on display where we have social media at our fingertips.
The tragedy only accounts if it affects her. So this is the first. Need any more evidence that Erica Kirk is a narcissist?
Again, everyone always has to think there's more to the story. Well, sometimes there's not.
You know how conspiracy theories start? It's because people know they're being lied to. So, bite me.
And let me tell you this.
I am absolutely convinced that Erica Kirk has nobody in her life that loves her well. She should not have been out. She should have been home. She was out of her mind for this interview, out of her mind.
Why in the world, why should we, prior to the trial, lay all of our hands and cards on the table?
Seriously, had nobody explained to her how this works?
For the defense team to see, to somehow then, I don't even know what they would do.
That's called disclosure. Wow.
We'll say, and I want to get on the Egyptian plane thing. We'll take a flight on that for a second. They become, okay, Egyptian planes. Egyptian planes. Okay.
Barry Weiss tries to move on and Erica keeps pulling it back. It makes no sense. Why?
Those places they said I've traveled, I've never been. I mean,
They're
I've been,
all
but I'm not
involved
within those
together.
states that they've. But you even said
Because she makes no sense as to why.
you need to. No, but this is, yeah.
This is like the second or third time Barry Weiss tries to move on, but no.
But I do on that one, only because humor standpoint.
It's actually pretty hysterical, but in a white straitjacket kind of way.
I intentionally, when I was pregnant, hid
Not normal.
a human inside of me.
Why is she saying that like it's unique to her?
Right.
Oh yeah, narcissism.
My baby.
Yeah. Maybe she was afraid somebody was going to take it.
Whoops.
The world that Charlie and I live in is very toxic at times.
Turns out more so for Charlie.
You really think I'm going to be on an Egyptian plane while I'm wanting to be with my In-N-Out burger and my chocolate milkshake? No.
Are milkshakes and In-N-Out burgers not allowed on Egyptian planes?
You want to go through my flight log? Go right ahead. It's very boring. You say I was here on this date. I have a photo in my phone to prove that I actually was in the hospital because I was having contractions. So game on.
I don't think most of us feel like it's a game.
Can anybody tell me what happened to Erica Kirk's pregnancy? Whoops. Whoops.
The first time I...
Don't worry, there's more. There's more.
ever heard of Stacey Sheridan was when she spoke at Charlie Kirk's memorial. I remember because it was one of those what the fuck moments.
8 years ago, I met Charlie in a crowded ballroom in West Palm Beach at a David Horowitz Freedom Center event. We exchanged cards and I thought nothing of it.
It's just being breezy.
He began a quest to hire me after meeting me.
You heard her. A quest.
A quest.
It was his naive audaciousness.
You know what's audacious is speaking at the memorial service of a man you loathe because his audit would have destroyed your life.
The best decision I've ever made, and I've never looked back.
It was cold, detached, and lacked any emotion.
Fact.
Technically, Charlie was my boss.
In hindsight, this has passive-aggressive all over it.
Far more than my boss. I felt like he was my little brother.
She's showing about as much emotion for her little brother as Erica does for her husband.
Guys that went before me spoke about him as a boss and a leader. I'm going to speak about him from my heart as a family member.
Somewhere in the back, little Mikey is saying, but Erica, so we're all family. They must loathe her.
This January, I lost my home in the Pacific Palisades fire.
It's only 30 minutes from here, which blows my mind because in my head, these people live on another planet. Rob McCoy's church, Mikey's father, it's just 10 minutes from here. I'm pointing over, in case you can't see, I'm pointing over there.
Now we can be there for Erica.
No tears.
And Gigi and Mac.
Really? Mac? They never say it because they're very private and don't want it out there. Same acting coach as Erica. No tears.
Fucking
Charlie?
disgusting.
Come on.
We will miss your words of wisdom,
Nothing there.
your high-pitched laugh. It's kind of awkward.
The audit that Charlie announced on September 2nd and the formation of his Doge committee would have ended her rest of her life in prison. Not a damn thing there.
And I promise we're going to make TPUSA so big that it reaches you in heaven.
Yeah, it didn't work out for the whole Tower of Babel thing. So.
Yeah.
These people clap at she said nothing. She said nothing.
And right now, he is beaming at us from heaven.
Yeah, if like laser cat eyes were real.
So, in Charlie's words, let's get to work, everybody. We have a country to save. Thank you.
That bitch is Erica Kirk Stephen Miller.
Facts.
The first.
Facts. Okay. Time for Trill Will's 10-4 hat moment. Y'all ready? Let's go. Conspiracy theory time. Charlie Kirk, as much as I despise the big gum little tooth fucking fascist, actually had a change of heart. He was wondering about the money that was being pumped into Toilet Paper USA. So he got the grand idea from Donald Trump and Elon Musk and that other sand nigga. And he wanted to form his own Department of Government Efficiency within Turning Point USA. The audit would have discovered that there was a whole lot of money being moved through Toilet Paper USA, the branch that he started, the brand that he started, that he worked his ass off to build, while desecrating black people and immigrants and anybody else who weren't white, straight, and Christian. While at the same time, simultaneously, behind closed doors at Toilet Paper USA, they were the biggest bunch of fucking troglodytes you ever seen this side of the equator. Everything about Toilet Paper USA is fake, just like Donald Trump. Beware fraud. Everything about Toilet Paper USA and Donald Trump and MAGA is fake. It's a fraud. It's a scam. It's a ruse to pull people in using Christianity, using the very tool that white nationalists have been using since the inception of the United States of America. I can use God to make myself look quote unquote good in the eyes of public opinion. Charlie Kirk did that very well. That's why they uphold Charlie Kirk now as a martyr. They uphold him as a martyr. While simultaneously, Charlie Kirk was curious. He was wondering where all this money was coming in to Toilet Paper USA. They have millions and millions of dollars coming in. And I guess Charlie Kirk must have had a moral moment when he seen the tragedy that was going on over in Palestine. And he seen the murder of all those babies and old people and all that shit. And it made a light go off in his head. And he decided he wanted to see where this money was coming from. Not knowing that his own wife and her bestie were secretly plotting against him. Which now would explain why Erica Kirk, instead of mourning her husband, that she claimed she loved so much, so dear, that she made that fucking weird ass video of kissing Charlie Kirk's body while it was laying at stake in a coffin. Simultaneously goes all the way to Arizona to a packed out fucking coliseum of thousands of people. Comes out with pyrotechnics and all kinds of shit. None of this shit says we are honoring Charlie's legacy. Now, on the other hand, you have Candace Owens on this side of the aisle. Candace Owens actually shows emotion when it comes to the death of Charlie Kirk. Sounds a little bit conspicuous Sounds a bit suspicious. Sounds a bit out of place. Now, do you want to go dial back and see who Erica Kirk really is? She was a participant in one of Donald Trump's fucking pageants. She also got kicked out of Romania for trafficking kids, but they hid that shit in the media. Charlie Kirk's audit of the finances of Toilet Paper USA would have sent a lot of people to prison for racketeering, money laundering, and working illegally with foreign governments. Guarantee you Israel is somewhere in that mix. Erica Kirk was found in pictures with Bibi Netanyahu's son. She's already established herself as a liar because she said in an interview that she never dated before meeting Charlie Kirk. Then videos come out of her being on a reality TV show, and one of her ex-boyfriends right now, who could not stand Charlie, is working in Toilet Paper USA right the fuck now. Erica knew everything that happened. She's not a grieving widow. She's a fucking asset. She's a fucking associate. She is a conspirer. She conspired with someone. I don't know who that someone is, but she conspired with someone to have Charlie Kirk taken up off this motherfucking planet at that white ass school in that white ass town in white ass Utah by a white ass man. But the easy scapegoat to take all of the eyes off of her and her guilt and all those ones that are co-conspirators with her, they took the blame and they shifted it to HBCUs who had absolutely nothing to do with that. Why? Because it's easier for you to pin something on people you dehumanized for 400 years. It's really easy to deflect blame onto some people you don't even classify as human anyway. So let's blame the blacks. Let's call in bomb threats to these HBCUs. Boom. There you go. Not one single bomb had to go off because a big enough explosion went off so it diverted attention away from Charlie Kirk being assassinated by his own people. Because Charlie Kirk already had a sour taste in his mouth about Israel already. Their biggest donors were huge supporters of Israel. Those are facts. That's what I know for certain. That's for a motherfucking fact. You can Google that shit. So let me land my plane. Here's what I believe. I believe Erica Kirk was placed in Charlie Kirk's life as an asset, as a handler, so to say. So she can use the popularity of Charlie Kirk. Because he garnered millions of fucking fans. He made millions of dollars lying on black people and immigrants and upholding fucking conspiracy theories of white supremacy. He made millions. So would it be fair to say that Erica Kirk knew fair well that Charlie was going to get taken off the map beforehand? That's why she wasn't there. That's why you don't see no emotion coming from Erica Kirk. And then that's why you see her in interviews and people are looking at her like, this bitch is weird. I'm talking about like she's like a textbook. So she's a fucking textbook narcissist. She almost gives you serial killer vibes. Stop. I forgive Charlie's killer. Without any evidence. You don't even know if that dude was even the one who shot him. You have no evidence to support that. You're going off what the media told you to say. You're going off what your handlers told you to say. Then you go and weirdly hug Donald Trump. That was the one that made my fucking red flags go off the fucking rails. Then you hug JD Vance like you was trying to fuck him on stage with your leather pants and your flat ass and your goofy ass makeup and your pyrotechnics and your goofy. And nobody's seen your fucking kids. We ain't seen you with your fucking kids. I've never seen a person go through grief like that. I watched my father sheesh. She almost give me an attitude like she don't give a fuck. Oh, he's dead. Oh, I'm gonna use this so I can grift money, because you know the fastest way to get money? Be a white woman and use white woman tears. And you don't have to cry a single one. Notice that her or that other useless bitch never cried one fucking solitary tear. Not one shred of emotion. Not one shred of compassion. Not one shred of it. Like I told y'all, beware fraud. Beware fraud. Beware of it. Mahar, I believe that 110%. I believe it. Callie, I wouldn't doubt that either. You ain't heard her talk about her kids yet. She ain't been out here talking about her kids' mental health, losing their father. And matter of fact, I don't even believe them kids were even his. If you want me to tell the truth about it. I must know of this drag queen that is dragging and trolling Erica Kirk. I must know of this drag queen. I must know so I can join in on the laughter. I'm telling y'all, this stuff sparks my brain in such a way that I have to constantly think about it. Like, think about that shit. Like, you have Donald Trump. Erica Kirk. You have all that right there in your face in real time, and you're being bombarded with so much misinformation, lies, and bullshit from all the. This is a whole, like, my gunnery sergeant was right when he said this shit. He said you can either dazzle me with brilliance, or baffle me with bullshit, but you can never do twice at once in a day. But you can never do both twice in a day. You can dazzle me with brilliance or baffle me with bullshit, but you can never do them twice in a day. And I never, when I was younger, I didn't understand at 21 years old. I never understood what he meant by that. But now at 47, I greatly understand that shit. Because they're trying to dazzle you with brilliance and baffle you with bullshit at the same time. And they expect you to just accept it. You need to just believe what we say. Don't believe what your eyes and ears tell you. Don't believe your intuition that saved your life countless times. Don't believe your intuition that kept you out of bad situations. Don't believe it. Donald Trump is right now currently Donald Trump is talking about
some
fucking
things came
aliens.
out today.
Donald Trump is talking about fucking aliens. Again, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that Pam Bondi is the Attorney General of the United States and not Bill Barr again. Doesn't surprise me one bit.
Bondi has helped Trump do crime since 2013. You need to know the backstory behind this tantrum.
I'm going to answer the question. You don't tell me. Yeah, I did. Dow was over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. She keeps going after President Trump, the greatest president in American history.
3 key facts about how Pam Bondi has covered up for powerful men. Number 1, it looks like Trump bought Bondi's loyalty with an illegal $25,000 payment in 2013. In case you forgot, in the early O's, Trump was running a fraudulent scam university.
At Trump University, we teach success. That's what it's all about, success.
Trump cheated thousands of victims out of tens of thousands of dollars. In some cases, their whole life savings for a university program that did not exist. Some victims lost their homes. Trump cheated one Army Gold Star widow out of her husband's death benefit. The victims alleged they were pressured to pay everything they had and got nothing of value, no actual instruction in return for their tuition. A lot of the victims lived in Florida. Now, in 2013, when Pam Bondi was running for re-election as Florida's Attorney General, she personally solicited a campaign donation from Trump. Around the same time, Bondi told the Orlando Sentinel that her office was looking into joining other states in legal action against the Trump University scam. 4 days after the article was published, Bondi's PAC received a $25,000 check from the Trump Foundation. This was an illegal payment because the Trump Foundation was a 501c3 charity, which was barred from making political contributions. But that didn't stop Bondi's PAC from cashing the check. Guess what happened next? Bondi's office announced it would not be taking action against Trump University. What a strange series of coincidences. The Trump Foundation later falsified its tax records, unsuccessfully trying to conceal the donation. And Bondi, well, she's been on the Trump train ever since.
Lock her up. I love that.
Number 2, Bondi gave Epstein a pass while she was Florida's Attorney General. Now, let's be clear. Bondi was not responsible for the 2008 sweetheart plea deal that let Jeffrey Epstein walk away with a slap on the wrist for heinous crimes against children. That happened before Bondi was Florida's Attorney General, and it was arranged by then U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida, Alex Acosta, who went on to become Trump's first labor secretary. Notice how everything with Epstein and Trump is always intertwined? But Bondi ran on bringing people like Epstein to justice.
And I'll fight to put human trafficking monsters where they belong, behind bars.
And she was Florida's Attorney General for 8 years, during which more and more Epstein survivors spoke out. And Epstein was living in Florida and allegedly continuing to abuse children. So what did Bondi do? Number 3. Bondi defended Trump in his first impeachment trial. The open corruption and criminality that's happened since makes Trump's first impeachment seem almost quaint. But please try to remember how appropriately shocking it was at the time that Trump got caught trying to illegally withhold about $400 million of aid for Ukraine, unless Ukraine's President Zelensky would do Trump the personal favor of announcing an investigation into the Bidens. This was some of the clearest proof that Trump sees the power of the presidency as his to wield for his own personal gain, not in the service of the American people. Which is why it ought to have been alarming that he appointed a lawyer who had defended him personally to be America's top lawyer, the Attorney General. And then another personal lawyer, Todd Blanche, his criminal defense attorney in his New York trial, to be Deputy Attorney General. Bonus fact. Bondi sided with Trump against the American people again as part of Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Bondi has spent over a decade placing her loyalty to Trump above her oaths of office. So it figures that she would try to redact the reported 1 million plus references to Trump in the Epstein files and lambast anyone who dares to question Trump's extensive and well-documented ties to a convicted child predator. And it's not surprising that she would refuse to speak to Epstein survivors or even turn to face them when they were directly behind her. I'm Alan Piper at apiper13 and Piperama. Follow Courier Newsroom to stay on top of this developing story.
Well down. Yep, Sheldon. He's supposed to be wearing a goddamn orange jumpsuit by now.
The greatest president.
That explains a lot. I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think this has never happened before in the history of America? Do y'all think this is the first time this has ever happened? Don't worry, I'm gonna ruin it for you. I'm gonna ruin it. I'm going to ruin it for you. Yep.
Remember when a Yale-educated millionaire fled the country to avoid child abuse charges, and the United States never pursued extradition? In 1976, Francis Duffield Sheldon owned a private island in Lake Michigan, not as a vacation home, as a base of operations. Sheldon came from Michigan royalty, descendant of a state governor, lumber fortune, Yale graduate, former Air National Guard. He volunteered with Big Brothers, ran what he called a nature camp for troubled youth on his island. Police discovered it was a child pornography operation. Boys were flown to the island via his private plane, filmed in sexual acts, footage sold to wealthy subscribers. When police raided his Ann Arbor home in July 1976, Sheldon was gone. Flew his private plane out 3 days after his associate was arrested, fled to the Netherlands. A federal warrant was issued in February 1977, but the U.S. took no action to bring him back. Sheldon lived openly in Amsterdam for nearly 20 years, maintained access to his family trust, reported to have died in 1996, never faced trial. Police had found customer lists with names of wealthy subscribers. None of the clients were ever charged, which raises one question. If police had a client list of men who paid to abuse children, why wasn't a single client ever charged? Camp for troubled youth on his island.
Oh, I'm gonna look for her. Told you. It's happened before. It happened during slavery. And it's happening again right now. Just like they didn't punish this piece of shit back then. And they're not trying to punish this piece of shit right now. Oh no, Sheldon, I'm shadow banned, so I already know. Trust me, I'm shadow banned like a motherfucker. I am shadow banned. I done lost like 8 or 9 subscribers, I think. I done lost like 8 or 9 of them bitches. Yeah, I was at 11,009 subscribers. Now I'm at like 10,000 and 10,998. I told you I'm shadow banned again. Back on shadow ban land, it's Trill Will. It's shadow ban. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta ta ta. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that next time I go live. Yeah, I'm tired of bombarding y'all. I'm loading up for the next video that I do, Sheldon. You gotta unplug sometimes. I feel like I'm getting too deep. So you right. I'm gonna quit right here. You right. Yeah, of course, Sheldon. We know. Trust me, we know. But anyways, shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to every last one of you guys in the chat, in the super chat. I could keep going because I got a lot of shit. I got a lot of videos I ain't showed y'all yet, but we'll do it in due time. But anyways, y'all want to know something wild? Today I was looking for so much information today, I forgot about the fact that I got a raise today. Such is life. Well, y'all have a good night, or at least try to. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to everybody in the chat, super chat, everybody who subscribed to the channel. I need 3 of y'all to go subscribe to the channel real quick if you ain't, because I need my 11,000 back. I earned that shit. And YouTube some hoes for that. YouTube, y'all some hoes for that. No, I'll be at work tomorrow, so I won't go back live till Sunday. But anywho, y'all have yourselves a good night and all that good stuff. Peace.
I have to get off this thing to go on my. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna let Champ listen to some music. I'll holler at y'all in the meantime. Peace, love, and blessings. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Bomb Squad!